this video we are going to see a topic from the company accounts of standard 12, that is issue of shares for consideration other than cash. So this is a very easy concept. This is where if suppose a company purchases an asset or any other item relating to the company, instead of paying cash to that particular dealer, the company pays in terms of shares. Then it is called issue of shares for consideration other than cash. So we are going to deal with the 20th sum from the standard 12 Samachir book, Paradise Limited. So Paradise Limited is the name of that particular company. So this company has purchased an asset. So they've just given us that it is going to be an asset for rupees 4,40,000. So the value of the asset is rupees 4,40,000. So this asset is being purchased from Suguna Limited. So Suguna Limited is the dealer from whom Paradise Limited has purchased the asset. So Paradise Limited is indebted to pay Suguna Limited the total money of 4,40,000 for the purchase of asset. So if this is going to be a normal journal entry, it is going to be Suguna Limited which is going to receive the money and to bank. Right, so Suguna Limited account debtor to bank will be the normal entry when Paradise Limited pays Suguna Limited. But what happens is it issued equity shares of rupees 10 each. So this Paradise Limited, instead of paying this 4,40,000, it has issued shares of rupees 10 each. Right, so it has issued shares for rupees 10. So what have they said is to pass journal entries when it is issued at par. So the first thing what we are going to see is if it is issued at par, that is it is issued in full settlement for that particular purchase of asset. So what is going to happen is, first what is going to come inside, it's a very easy simple journal entry. What is going to come inside is asset. So when it's an asset, it's a real account, so debit what comes in. So asset account debtor. To whom are we supposed to pay? We are supposed to pay to Suguna. So Suguna account. So this is the basic transaction which is going to happen first. We are purchasing asset. So asset is coming inside and we have to pay Suguna. So Suguna has been credited. So the amount is going to be 4,40,000. So you can write the narration as being asset purchased. So this is just a simple entry for the purchase of asset. So next what is going to happen is we are going to, that is if we are Paradise Limited, we are going to issue shares to that particular Suguna Limited. So Suguna Limited is going to receive the share. So he or she is going to be debited. So Suguna Limited account debtor, and we are going to pay in terms of shares. We are not going to use cash over here. So it's going to be shares. So when it is going to be dealing with shares, we have to credit a share capital account. So Suguna Limited account debtor to share capital account is going to be our journal entry. So now the same 4,40,000 money for that same work, the shares are being given to Suguna Limited. We need not calculate the per value of shares over here because for the entire amount at par, so for the entire amount of the asset purchased by Paradise, so Paradise Limited is issuing shares to Suguna. So being shares issued for full settlement. So this is how we are going to do at par when the shares are issued at par. So next in this sum they have given the next division as shares issued at premium. So when it is being issued at premium of 10%, what happens to this is we have a small working note to be done. That is in the rough work we have to work out and see how much is the share premium. So it is given as 10%. So let's take our face value. So our face value of the share is rupees 10 rupees. So out of this 10 rupees, if you take 10%, so it is going to come to rupees 1. So I'll show you 10 into 10 by 100. Cancel the 0. So 1 into 1 is going to be 1 rupee. So this 1 rupee is nothing but a premium. So this 1 rupee is a premium value for 10 rupees of share. Right. So next we are going to calculate how much of asset and how much per value of premium and the share capital. It's a very easy calculation. So the asset is here. So for the asset we are going to give shares. So the share capital or the face value of that particular share. With the share we are going to issue it at a premium. So the premium will be included into the cost. So asset can be determined by adding this up. So face value of the share is 10 rupees. For this 10 rupees, the premium value which you calculated was 1 rupee. So the asset is going to be 11 rupees. So per value of the share for the asset is 11 rupees. Now let's take the total value of the asset. So asset we purchased it for 4,40,000. So per value of the asset is 11 rupees. So divide that 11 rupees for the total value. So if you divide it, you will come to know the amount of shares issued in respect to the asset. So 4,40,000 divided by 11. So it goes 4 times. So 40,000 shares are being issued at a premium for the purchase of assets. So this is the working note. It is rather simple. When you go through it again and again, you will try to understand. So on this basis, we are going to do the journal entry. So the journal entry is also very simple. So what is being got inside the firm, that is what is being brought in, is asset. So asset is going to be debited. So asset account debtor. And we are going to pay in terms of capital. That is, we are going to pay in terms of shares. So share capital account. And we are including the premium. Premium always is a credit. So it is share premium account. So there are 2 credits and a debit. Now what we got as shares over here. So this is what we are going to use and calculate the value of the share. So if you know this working note is rather simple, you are just going to copy and paste it. So share premium. So share premium is 1 rupee. Share capital is 10 rupees. So 10 plus 1 is going to be 11 rupees. So 4,40,000 is the amount of shares. 40,000 to 10 is going to be 4 lakh. 40,000 into 1 is going to be 40,000. So my debit will be equal to my credit. So this is going to be being shares issued at premium for full settlement. So you cannot do this sum until and unless you do the working note in the rougher column, because this 40,000 is not given in the problem. You must determine, or you must find out the 40,000 shares. So you cannot simply just do it. You have to determine this particular equation and then equate it to per value of the asset, and then you can do the sum easily.